Hey guys, Pete Mercer here. So why should you get a massage? Well, in this video I want to cover what a massage will actually contain and the benefits you'll get from it. Then, maybe you'll decide why should you have one, and then subsequently, if you're going to have one, how many should you have and how often should you have them. So let's get started. I will say though, there are a lot of chemical and medical terms that I haven't learned for this video, and it's late and I'm tired, so I'm going to look down to make sure I get it all right. So that's going to happen. Deal with it. So let's get started on it. So number one, obviously what people think is if you've got a pain, how do you get rid of it? You massage it, you rub it. If you've got people do this all the time with foot rubs and things. If you've got a sore foot, so you kind of knead it and you do all these things that you think work, and you feel better afterwards because you've essentially loosened the muscle a little bit, and it helps. So if you take, someone who's giving you a nice calming, some friend or family, whatever, gives you shoulder massage, foot massage, you feel better afterwards. If you, get someone who's a trained massage therapist, physiotherapist, ART therapist, whatever it is, who's actually been trained in, reflexology and the muscle and all this, good stuff, it's going to be exponentially better and it's going to help you. So let's see, how will it actually help you? Okay, so number one, it will improve your blood and lymph circulation. So basically, blood gets around the body better, and that will help you with your muscle regeneration and creating new muscle fibers with the satellite cells, things like that there, and basically it'll make your body work better because encourages new blood flow, which is basically going to help you recover and move and actively do things at a higher rate. So it's a great thing to do there. It'll improve your tissue quality and stimulate your calming nerves. So you'll feel better, and your the actual connective tissue between muscles, things like that there, that will be improved basically. So you'll be able to move better and you'll feel better physically and things like that there. It will also decrease your anxiety levels and your cortisol levels. Brandon with Campbell Fitness did a video on cortisol. I'm sure he mentioned it sometime recently about people who get scared of spiking cortisol, and it's stay away from it and that there. So he did say at one point, maybe not that serious, but certainly if you can reduce it, and this is a good way of naturally doing it, there you go. So that'll feel anxiety, cortisol, not good things. Anxiety particularly, you want to feel, obviously everyone's like, oh, I feel wonderful and relaxed, but medically we're talking about, so anxiety, that will help you with your frame of mind, and you'll be able to do day-to-day activities and you'll feel more focused, and it'll reduce your stress hormone level. Again, everyone says a lot of the time, I feel really stressed. I absolutely hate that saying, because there's a difference between I feel stressed and medical stress. Medical stress is a lot more serious, and this will help you with your stress hormone. So it's a good thing. Dopamine levels increased. You'll feel good, basically. That's what it comes down to. It's just this happy vibe kind of thing, and you'll feel good about it. So there's another good thing. Endorphins get released into the body, which means, again, you'll feel that rush of happiness, and that's your pain, pleasure, and love hormone kind of thing. So you'll feel more inclined to be affectionate, you'll be happier, increase your, mood and things like that there. And more medically focused things is it will strengthen your immune system, it will calm you, it'll improve your sleep as well, and you'll be happy at the end of it. So for immune system, as we know, people who are cutting or getting down to low body fat levels, they have to diet a lot more, and their macronutrient levels will be at very little amounts, and that will that'll increase your chances of infection and viruses and all that bad stuff. But through this, you can improve your immune system, which will help a lot, because that's the big problem. When you're at a really low body fat percentage, you open yourself to all sorts of troubles like that. So this will help with your immune system, and it will also help you with sleep, which I've already done a video on about how important sleep is. So that's another great thing. Obviously it's great to get lots of sleep. You try to get your ideal amount of 7.5 to 9 hours or whatever. But also the quality has to be good as well, and this will help you with your quality of sleep. So it's all pretty good. Most of it's kind of your mental state, that it's through medical reasons, not just you tricking yourself into thinking good. And there are obviously physical benefits as well. Another thing, which is quite interesting, oxytocin. It will activate that and encourage bonding and affection, basically. Now, oxytocin is released a lot more in women than it is in men, but men do produce slight amounts of it, and this will increase that, which will encourage relaxation, and it will lower your blood pressure. So it's all good again for the whole medicine thing and feeling well and the goodness of your actual body. Lower blood pressure, live longer, feel better, things like that there. So again, all good things, and the oxytocin will also help, but don't worry about that too much. It's just kind of a perk, as it were. So for things like if you're a bodybuilder or fitness enthusiast, you're lifting weights and things, how will it help you, more specifically to do with your muscle growth and things like delayed onset muscle soreness and pains and aches that you get from lifting heavy weights. It's what's going to happen. So it will regulate and improve your body function, your posture, blood circulation, and your breathing. So you'll work better, basically, is kind of what it does. It will remove toxins and regenerate tissue. So again, like the connective tissue between muscles, it'll relieve pain, and it basically helps you recover quicker and will lengthen the muscles, and everything works generally better. And it does this by breaking up adhesions, and it will also prevent scar tissue from appearing when your muscles are healing and growing. So basically what that comes down to is when the muscles get stretched out and the adhesions get broken down, you'll recover faster, you'll feel better because you're more relaxed, your muscles are at their natural length, kind of basically get there by when you lengthen the muscle, it becomes relaxed and it doesn't have to get all tight. Because what happens over a length of time when you're lifting weights is basically you get tighter and tighter and tighter, and you start forcing the movements more and more, and eventually something goes snap. That's when you're in problems, you have to go to hospital. And that's the kind of place that's the route you really don't want to go to. So this will help prevent that by loosening up, and that's a really big problem. And one of the big incentives is because what you're doing when you lift, if you don't do anything to remove the adhesions and the lactic acid built up through exercise and things like that, you're just going to get tighter and tighter. You're going to feel aches and pains. You're not going to have mobility. Your range of motion will decrease, and then something's going to pop, and you're going to be in trouble. So this is the big thing that's going to help if you get a massage. That will really encourage that. So the whole point is basically, it's very similar to the myofascial release, only better. So lengthen the muscle, encourage new blood flow, and work better, more range of movement, all that good stuff. So that's basically what it comes down to. I mean, you know what a massage is, I don't have to tell you. If you're thinking what type of massage to go through, the general rule that I would go for is anything that's deep tissue. And in any massage therapist you go to, you'll get a contact number for them or an email or something. Contact them first, find out what they do, what they're qualified to do, because there are lots of different teachings and techniques and different whatever kind of things that they do. So a lot of some people do their own thing, or they say, right, well, I like this, but I also like some of that. So that they're not necessarily all going to follow one school or ruling of massage, but certain things that will all interlock basically. So if you can just get a relaxation massage, or you can get a deep tissue massage, or all the different things. So depending on the specialist or how specialised you want to go with it, generally if you just go for a deep tissue massage, that's going to knock out all the pain. If you're in terms of muscle building and bodybuilders and fitness people, that's going to help you without the deep tissue will really that'll break down the muscle, well, not break it down, but you know what I mean, and that's what you really want for that there. Some people do a lot of active release therapy, that's what they like to do, and there are a few different things. Basically, if it's deep tissue, you're going to be grand, that's what you want to go for. Might hurt a lot, but it's going to be worth it. And I've basically covered everything as to the why. So you should have decided now if you're going to get a massage. I highly recommend it. It's definitely worth doing. Not only for the medical benefits, but it's especially because even if you do proper stretching before and after working out, and you do myofascial release, you can't hit those muscles and get into certain areas the way someone can with their hands and their fingers and all whatever they use, elbows and all that stuff, and they're going to do it better. It's going to be more effective, and it's going to benefit you as well. Also, it means you don't have to do the work. If when you're doing all that stretching and the release, you're basically doing all the work yourself. You just need time sometimes to just lie down, relax, and have someone work on you, and you're going to really notice the benefits, and you'll feel it, and it'll be great. And then all the other medical nonsense that's really good for you as well will be affecting you, and you probably won't realise, but subconsciously that's going to kick in and really set you off as well. So that's that. I say do it. Absolutely go for it. So then it comes to when to do it. There are a couple of reasons that you'll decide whether or not, or like how often to do it. Number one might be money, because this is not necessarily cheap. Depends who you go to. If you've got a friend who can do it for discount, something like that, that might help you out. or you know, like as someone who does it privately, that might be, it might be cheaper, it might be more expensive as opposed to going to a clinic. Then again, if you want to go to a well respected or well regarded therapy clinic, then that's going to cost more than if you go to one that's not so well known. You know, it's the same with all business products and brands. It all works the same way. So if you can find one that's affordable, that's the best option to go for. Your best case scenario, if you can get one once a week and you can afford that comfortably, that's probably the best. I wouldn't say do it more than once a week. You really don't need it. Your body's not going to get that battered and bruised in the course of that. But if you're doing intense lifting 5 times, 4 times a week or whatever, and you're doing cardio and things like that there, and you're dieting or whatever, you know, if you've got that really high level of activity and you're really using up your body a lot throughout the week, then you could do it once a week. You know, that's generally what professional bodybuilders do, but obviously they're professionals, and a lot of us are just enthusiasts or amateur competitors. You know, that's kind of so, you know, that's basically the target market is most people are just enthusiasts and people who like doing fitness things. So for that, you might be more suited to doing it once a month. Now, I found a couple of places. Basically, it's something along the lines of 40 to 60 minutes, somewhere between 35 and 50 pounds. I don't know what that is in dollars or whatever. You can do the maths yourself. So it costs enough. At this moment, my approach personally, I'm going to go for something along the lines of once a month. Now I do intense lifting, I do it, but I try to prepare my body as well as I can, and I do take care of myself. But at the minute, financially, that's just about all I can really afford to give out to pay for the massage. So it's kind of up to you. If you've got the money, go for it. But like, if you're just trying to get lean and look good and stay fit, you might not even have to do it once a month. You could do it something along the lines. You could do it 4 times a year, once every 3 months, or once every 2 months. You know, basically monitor around what you do and see how much you get out of it. And that's the kind of thing. You know, I will say absolutely, no matter who you are, even if you don't do exercise, you know someone who doesn't, get a massage at least once, and once you feel the difference, you think, right, this is something that's good, and it's something, because I'm doing a rant here and it's not appropriate, so I'll try and keep this quick. But basically, you know, as you grow up, basically everything you do with your body becomes worse out of habit, because you see people using their body badly, and then you start doing it by habit. That's why, you know, when you're born, when you're babies, they move perfectly. They're absolutely fine. They'll never need a massage, because naturally that's what happens. But as you go up and you see, oh, what does he do? How does he sit? And you start slouching and things go bad. Don't do it. But that's human nature. That's habit. That's what happens. And this will help that, and it really, really will. So yeah, my advice is basically, if you've got the money, and you're either a pro bodybuilder or you've done a few competitions and you're doing really intense lifting and things like that there, mostly if you've got the money, massage, you know, at most once a week. If you're just kind of into it, enthused, once a month. If you kind of, you know, relax about it and you just, you know, doing it to feel good about it, or doing it for you as opposed to, you know, for like a competitive goal, maybe once every couple of months. So that's my recommendation. You know, absolutely go and do it, but at the end of the day, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. So lots of reasons to do it. I can't see any reason not to do it, unless you've got no money, but you're a real dish if that's the case. So I'm done. I'm going to go. So I'm Pete Mercer. Take it easy.